So I want to walk you by this local bar here. This is CJ's Tavern, and I want you to see, it's that blue building right here next to me, where I'm going to put the picture of the water line that was on this building the other day. Because as quickly as it comes in, guys, it recedes, but the damage is done, and it's mind-blowing. All right, guys, back in downtown Punta Gorda today. It is hard to believe after Hurricane Helene that this entire street, this restaurant behind me, this was all underwater not 2 days ago. Businesses here still reeling from the storm surge. A lot of damage all across Punta Gorda, a lot of damage all across really the southeast at this point. We've seen this really tear up places as far north as Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee. Obviously the West Coast got crushed, and this particular area was inundated with storm surge the other day. The rooftop that the person shot it from is actually, let's see if I can get this up here for you, actually right there where they shot this whole area being submerged. And the effects are really just starting to take hold. We're only a few days removed. So many businesses all over, up and down the West Coast and here in Punta Gorda, just, I mean, you can see everything shut down. People are tearing out places, getting everything, trying to get everything cleaned up, not knowing when they're going to be back in action. And this is Morgan Stanley in here. You can see they're cleaning that out. This is right next to Punta Gorda parking garage. Just, this is how far back the water came, guys. It's terrible. It's terrible. And if people are willing to stay and deal with the risk, because that's really what's happening now. You have to weigh, is the risk of this worth the reward? Previously, the risk of hurricanes, everybody knows flooding and hurricanes happen in Florida. We know it's a swamp, guys. But the financial aspect of it could balance out that risk of reward. When this was a low-cost, affordable area to live, or retirement area, you would balance the risk reward with that. But now, since prices have gone through the roof across the state, spiking everyone's insurance, spiking everybody's taxes, I mean, look at this, guys, this is awful. Well, the value proposition's not there currently for a lot of people. So not only are we going to see a lot of people leave for that reason, we're going to see less buyers, because they're looking at Florida going, man, I'll take the risk, just like condos, just like they're doing with condos. I'll take the risk at the right price, but the right price is not here, guys. The numbers don't make sense for a lot of people in areas like Southwest Florida. You know, Tampa, Miami, Orlando, Jacksonville, major cities, it's always going to be different. But in, you know, more retirement-focused areas, sleepier areas, the value proposition is almost out the window. And it's got a lot of people asking me, you know, what does this mean for real estate in the region, specifically Southwest Florida? As you guys know, Southwest Florida was hit with such an inventory surge of listings the previous season because, you know, people had just gotten finished with Hurricane Ian. They had just gotten over Hurricane Ian's repairs in the fall, most of them in 2023. So we saw a lot of listings in the spring season in 2024, and everyone's asking me, do I foresee that occurring again? I'm going to go through, I guess I'm going to go out on a limb and make some predictions here today. I generally don't do this, but now that I've lived through one of these hurricane cycles, I think, I'll tell you what at least I think is going to happen, and we'll gauge, you know, in a couple of months if I was spot on. Last time I was pretty spot on, but who knows? Just quickly what I'm seeing, I'll take you guys down a couple of streets and show you just some of the devastation, some of the loss that people are experiencing. Even the businesses here across the street from me, they're out working on them right now, clearing everything out. The Punta Gorda Isles area, very hit and miss. Everything obviously here downtown, first couple of streets in from downtown Punta Gorda just got absolutely decimated. And Punta Gorda Isles, really touch and go. Obviously it depends on how close you were to the harbor. Elevation, guys. Elevation seems to be the big factor. If your house was older, was not elevated, there's a lot of carpet, a lot of flooring out on the side of the road today. If it was raised up, people seem to fare better. Spoke to a lot of people down by the water, off Edgewater area. Things got very close if the house was built up. Unfortunately, if it wasn't, things got very wet. I'm gonna pass through TT's Tiki Bar here. Guys down at the 4 Points Sheraton, haven't been through here. You can see some sands thrown about, but nothing too crazy. Looks like they fared pretty well. Dock looks good. But like I said, yeah, it came down to elevation, really, in all these areas. There was homes all along Edgewater area, Ackerman area, down by the water. In Port Charlotte, unfortunately, 6 inches, 12 inches of water in the homes. Sadly, one of the friends of the channel that was working with me, one of their homes they were considering purchasing fell victim to this. Seller got 8 inches of water in the house, and now it's just going to be an insurance battle for God knows how long to get that fixed. So, you know, people don't have time to sit around and wait for that to get done if they have to purchase a home. Unfortunately, both parties just crushed, really devastated by this storm, and I fear we're going to hear a lot more of that as the week progresses. Haven't seen a lot of cancellations go on, but that's an anticipation of mine. So, real estate market, what's this going to do? In the short term, I think inventory is going to constrict further. In Southwest Florida, in my area, in a lot of areas we've been looking at, you guys know, inventory is constricting this time of year. Pretty much what I'm seeing too is anyone who missed the buying opportunities in the summer is now rushing to grab what's left. I'm seeing a lot of things go pending, and you guys know, at least in my area, that stuff, the supply is getting tighter. I think this is only going to make it worse because it's going to take a lot of homes off of the market. I think the same is going to happen for rental properties. I think we're going to see a constriction in rental properties as well, because people need places to stay around here while their homes are being repaired. It's just what's going to happen. You may see storage unit rates go up. That's another thing I saw last time. I would anticipate that happens, though we've built so many storage units. I don't think there's enough demand like there was during Ian. And what I'm seeing now, unfortunately, which I don't like, is I'm seeing a rapid increase in the availability of short-term rentals in the area all of a sudden. And it looks like they're asking just absurd prices, like houses down in Rotunda West for like $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $7,000 a month in some areas, ready to go right now, fully furnished, because it's a snowbird who isn't going to be here, and they want to take advantage of what's happening, unfortunately. Last time, saw a lot of landlords do this. Not only had rents increased drastically in the area, but when Hurricane Ian hit, everybody just really clamped down on renters. It was horrible, and started increasing hundreds of dollars a month because the supply was getting eaten up by people who needed shelter because their homes were destroyed from Hurricane Ian, so they could ask whatever they want. A lot of landlords took advantage of that. I don't know if we're going to see something that severe this time, just because we had like 500 rentals in Charlotte County at that point. Now we have 1,700, so I don't think we're going to see rental increases in that manner. I'm not even sure we'll see the rents go up, to be honest with you guys, because there's just so much supply. But I do anticipate both rental, seasonal, and housing supply to continue to constrict here, just because, one, it's that time of year, and now we have this to deal with. So short term, guys, we're going to see supply constriction. Could potentially even see year-over-year price increases this fall, just because of all this occurring. That's just what I saw last time. There's certainly going to be less demand, but there's also going to be less supply. Long term, when we turn the corner into January, our prime listing season, I predict, and I could be wrong, I think we are now going to see another massive inventory explosion, not just in Southwest Florida, but all across the West Coast, up and down the West Coast. Because after Ian, many people did that here. Many people affected by Ian said, I'm done. I can't do this again. It took them 2 years to get the insurance claim, if it even got worked out. I mean, there's some places here still damaged from Ian that they're still fighting the insurance. So these flood claims in and around the state are going to take months, again, if not years, to resolve themselves. And when they do, a lot of people are going to say that this is the last time I'm doing this. I'm not doing it again. People have been hit by, you could have been hit technically by 4 back-to-back hurricanes. We had Ian in 22, then we had Idalia, then we had Debbie, now we've got Helene, and they're telling you there's more coming. People are going to leave. I'm already talking to people who are saying, I think I'm done, I can't do this again. All over social media, people are gonna check out. They just can't handle it. I don't even blame them. I'm looking around, and I fared great through this, guys. I'm looking around like, geez, how many more of these can I tolerate, you know? So I totally get it, and I feel for everybody. But I believe that's what's most likely gonna happen is once these places are repaired, and even the people who took no damage might just say, I got out lucky this time, I'm not taking my chances again. It's time to either move inland, like we've seen a lot of people in Siesta Key, in Sarasota do, or it's time to get out of Florida. A lot of people are moving inland as well, so you can probably count on prices inland holding steady, if not increasing as well, because people are gonna try to get away from the coast. And I'm just walking through the back alley here by, I believe this is Wildwood Pizza, and you can see there, it's just a mess, man. They're clearing everything out. It's a shame. And I'm sure you guys know insurance is not gonna go down, guys. It's not gonna go down. This ain't gonna make it any better. Let me show you the water line here. A couple streets back. So, you can see still about 2 feet up. Still about 2 feet up there. And someone commented the other day when I was walking around, oh, no damage. I mean, you can't see this damage, guys. It's inside, you know. When you have wind damage, it's very apparent, but when it's water damage, this is, there it is on the door, the watermark again. This is what it looks like, loaded dumpsters, unfortunately. So guys, if you're in the area, you can see these businesses are struggling. Come out and support them. Do what you can. FM Don's here, just kicking around some ideas. Heard them saying maybe they'll get a cooler outside, maybe sell some beers on the patio. These people are our neighbors. This is our community. At any chance you can, as soon as they're open, as soon as they're doing anything, come out here and support them, guys. Again, every business in downtown Punta Gorda needs you right now. Every business in your town, wherever you are that was affected by this, needs you right now. Generally, small businesses just need you all the time, and you guys know why. But yeah, if you're in the area, come out, show them you support them, and let's keep everybody up and down the West Coast, all over the Southeast, all over the nation, really, in our thoughts and prayers, and hope that this is a one-off and everybody can get back on their feet relatively quickly. A big thank you to everyone who has reached out to see how I am doing. Appreciate it. All the kind words, thoughts, and prayers. I'm good, guys. I'm good. These are the people that need you. The people on the side streets I show you, your neighbors, if you can help them out in any way, in any of the affected areas. North, south, east, west, anywhere, really any day, guys. If you can just try to help somebody out once a day. Aim for that. But that's where we're at right now. Those are my predictions. We'll see where they land in a couple of months, and I will keep you guys posted.